What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Slint. Yes, indeed, how about that? Slint making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Jason, and Jason wanted to see me react to this song by Slint called Good Morning, Captain.
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 I don't know why, I can't explain why, but for some reason, I just keep thinking about ping pong balls.
After the ping pong ball duck.
Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I have heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Slint Topic, okay? And the video has 497,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Good morning, Captain. That's all I got. I hope we're in the right spot. Look, this is the link I was given, so if we're not in the right spot here, don't blame me, blame Jason. He's the one who gave me this link. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
have no problem with dissonance. I contrary to popular belief, I have no problem with dissonance as long as there's two reasons. Two things though. One, there has to be a reason for it. If you're just being dissonant just for the sake of being dissonant, and that's all you're doing it for, I can't get on board with that. I never have, and I never will. Number two, at some point, the dissonance has got to resolve. And so far, it has not. You got this guitar coming in over the top, doing these major triads against this, I think it's the bass player doing this one and a one and flat two note. Oh, I think we're in D. I think so. He's playing an open D, and on the A string underneath it, he's playing on the 6th fret to have the D sharp at the exact same time. Oh, it is absolutely giving me a headache. The drumming is. I'll say this. Probably the thing about the song that is probably the most pleasing to the ear is the drumming. It's solid. It's straight ahead. It's simple, but at least it's steady. It's steady time. So kudos to the drummer. Vocals are spoken word. There's no melodics whatsoever within the vocals. It is literally spoken word poetry. I'm not saying we're going to be down to zeros or ones. I'm not saying that, but I can guarantee you, as it stands right now, we're under 5. We're under 5. We're well under 5. Right now, if I'm being honest, somewhere around the 3s or maybe 2s. Low 3s, high 2s, somewhere in there. Things better turn around pretty quick here because I don't know how much longer I can stand listening to this, if I'm being honest. It's back.
He felt the creaking of the stairs beneath him that rose from the sea to the door. There was a sound at the window then. The captain started. His breath was still. Slowly, he turned.
God, we got another 3 minutes to go. I knew this was a 7.5 minute long song. I knew it was. I thought we were close. I honestly thought we were around like the 6.5 minute mark. Maybe closer to 7. I really thought we were there. Time is just dragging on this. It's just dragging. And it's not pleasant to listen to at all. Oh man, I am having such a hard time with this. I really am. I cannot wait for this to be over. It's not pleasing to the ear. I don't understand this. It's just dissonance for the sake of being dissonant. No resolution, no growth, no evolution, just, root and flat 2. Well, sometimes it's root and major 7, still a half note apart, I mean, half a step apart, 1 semitone apart to create that dissonance. With the guitar doing the major triads over the top, adding more dissonance because of the dissonance happening in the bass, and then the vocals are just doing spoken word poetry. The only thing saving this song right now is the drumming. That's it. The drumming is nice. I will absolutely give credit where credit's due. The drumming is nice. Everything else, garbage. Just absolute hot garbage. Not even garbage. This is the swill that after a week of rainy weather and the sun's been out for the last 3 or 4 days, and along comes the garbage man to pick up the trash, right? Dumps it out, puts the dumpster back down, and you got that dumpster water at the bottom of the dumpster. That's what this is. This is that swill. Just, oh God. Siphon that up. Siphon that fluid up somehow out of the dumpster. Put it in a glass and say, here you go. I'll give you $100 if you drink that. Sad thing is, there are people that will. There are people that would drink it for $100. Not me, brother. Nope. Ah! Makes me nauseous just thinking about it. Speaking of nauseous and things causing nausea, let's just let this run out. I don't even care if this gets blocked. I really don't. Let's just get back into this and get it over with. See, the guitar sounds nice here without the bass. I'm just waiting for that bass to kick back in, though. There it is. Son of a gun! How much time is left?
I'm sorry.
Oh!
I miss you.
So the guitar is going root, major 3, flat 5. Hurry up and end! Ooh. Rough. Rough. Oh, good Lord. I'm going to try my best to keep this short. I really am. Because I don't want to spend too much time on this song because, quite frankly, I don't think the song deserves it. So I'm going to do my best to make this quick. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review. And, oh, yeah, we're going to talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Slint with Good Morning Captain. This was a request from Jason. Oh, boy. Let's just get to the score. Let's keep this as short as possible.
Okay, let's put an end to this pathetic hoedown.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that a 3.1. Yeah, 3.1. Look, I don't take any joy or any pleasure in giving out low scores. I really don't. But when it is deserved, you better believe I'm gonna give it. And that is exactly the score that this deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay. First things first, a 3.1. What does that mean? Well, a 3.1 means it's a pretty bad song, so that's why it's getting a pretty bad scale rating. It would also get 2 out of 5 stars and a D letter grade. Yeah, D. D is in dog. So yeah, D letter grade. So there you go. A 3.1, pretty bad scale rating, 2 out of 5 stars, and a D letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Number of factors. But there were some other factors that might surprise some people. When it comes to songs like this, and people making requests that I react to songs like this, I believe there are one of 2 reasons for it. One, the individual making the request actually enjoys this. They really do. This is one of their favorite songs, and they really want to get my honest opinion on it. Okay, well, I'll give it to you. No problem. I have no problem giving my honest opinion. Number 2, and I've had a number of reactions up on the channel, and the people who make the request actually say in the comments, this is exactly why I wanted to see you react to this.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Some people just like to watch me squirm. Some people just like to watch me suffer. Some people just like to watch me cringe. And they find some of the worst songs they could possibly find, they give them to me, and just to watch me just implode.
That's a fact.
I mean, look, if that's what you enjoy and you really want to see me suffering, this is what you want, okay, fine, I'll give it to you.
He's a sadist!
I'll absolutely give it to you. You're gonna get it, I promise. Because I'm not gonna hold back. Some people enjoy it. Some people love watching me suffer, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. They're sadists, but there's nothing wrong with it if that's what they want to do. That's how they get their enjoyment, and that's fine. I'm not judging.
I'm a man! I'm 40!
The bass playing, just dissonant for the sake of being dissonant. The entire song, whenever the bass player was playing, just playing around with the mixture of 1 and flat 2 or 1 and major 7 at the same time underneath the root. Not an octave, underneath the root. Literally a half step apart to create that dissonance, especially when you had the guitar doing major triads over it. It just clashed. It clashed so bad. It's like wearing a pinstripe shirt with a polka dot pair of shorts. Yeah. Oh, by the way, the shirt, blue with orange stripes against a pair of shorts that are green with purple polka dots. Perfect. Yeah, great. Awesome. Yeah, that fits together so well. God. Oh, it was so bad it was giving me a headache. On top of that, you have the vocals, if you could really call them vocals. I don't really call them vocals. I'll call them vocalizations. The guy was literally doing spoken word poetry for about 90% of the song. And here's the thing, if you're gonna do spoken word poetry, that's great, but make sure you're up in the mix. When it was just the guitar playing lightly and with the bass player, you could hear him pretty well. But the minute they got loud in the instrumentation, you got buried. And it's like, well, what's the point? Why are you even bothering doing it now? If you're not gonna turn yourself up in the mix, we can hear you, and what's the point? We can't hear half of the story you're telling. It's just poorly executed, poorly thought out, poorly designed. Honestly, this was down in the twos. This was way down in the twos. This was down in the low twos. Like, I'm talking 2.2, 2.3. Now, there were a couple of things that dragged this kicking and screaming up into the low threes. Number one, the drumming. Throughout the song, the drumming was solid. Not impressive, but it was solid. There was no fluctuation in tempo. Transitions were done well. Fills were done well. Cymbal usage was tasteful for the type of song that we were doing here. So I got no issue with the drums. The drumming was fine. That's one of the reasons why we're up in the 3.1 range. The other reason is this. That last minute. The last minute actually started to sound congruent. It actually started to sound like a real song and not just a cacophonous mess. Bass player stopped with the semitone BS and just started playing single note. Fine, no problem with that. Guitar player came in, crunchy vocals. Okay, I wouldn't even call it grit and growl. Let's just call it, he was yelling, okay? But look, at least it was a pitch, and the pitch fit within the scheme of what was happening within the chordal progression of the guitar and the bass. So it fit, it worked, it sounded better than just spoken word. So those are the two reasons, honestly, that we are not down in the twos. We're up in the threes. Yeah, it's low threes, about as low as you can get in the threes, but you're still in the threes. You're out of the really bads and into the pretty bads. So could have been worse. It could have been worse. Like I said, we were down the low twos, possibly high ones, but we ended up at a 3.1, which is exactly where I think this song deserves. I am never listening to this ever again, not if I can help it. I will do everything I can to avoid the song like the frickin' plague. But, if it ever comes on the radio or something, I'll be sure to leave the room, or if I have control of the station, I'll change the station. This was not enjoyable at all. At all. I'm sure there are people out there that love this. I'm sure there are people out there that dig this kind of stuff. Good for them. Glad they do. I do not. So, yeah, 3.1. That's where we're at, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? The shiniest bow we can find. We have a 3.1, which is a pretty bad scale rating, 2 stars out of 5, and a D letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, that did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.